What's good, everybody? It is your boy iTainer Reactions, and welcome back to another one, iTainer fam. Yeah. Today we have another tier list, and today the tier list I'm going to be talking about is video game consoles. Now, video games have been a part of my life pretty much since I was 5-6 years old. So we have a bunch right here that I'm going to talk about. So in this we have GOAT, S, A, B, C, and Trash. Then under that I'm going to add a one below it. And we're going to make it this. Why is it? No. Never had or played, because there's some of these I'm not familiar with, but most of them I do know what it is. So without further ado, enough of the chit chat. Let's get into it. And also, please don't get mad if your video game console doesn't make it onto a higher list. It's my opinion. It's just how I feel about it. Okay, so I don't know if this is the PS Vita or the PSP. The PS Vita was a good console. The problem is, I just don't think it had a lot to offer. It had some cool features like behind the screen you could see your little finger tabs when you're around it. I think that was a pretty cool thing, but I just don't think there was a lot to offer with it. There was some cool exclusive like Little Big Planet, My Nation Racers, but I wish there was more they could do to it, make it more like a better portable device for PlayStation, because I like PlayStation a lot, so I think it's a pretty good console. Let's see here, oops. Xbox, this is the original Xbox. It is a pretty good console as well. My dad used to own this one back in the day, early 2000s, I believe is when he got it. And the only game I really played on there was Halo. Then I also played another game called like Fusion Frenzy, where you had these different type of game modes. I remember you're in like one of these like cage balls or whatever, and you're supposed to knock the opponent off. I thought it was pretty good. I had fun with it. I just don't think it's the best Xbox in my opinion, but it is good. I have fond memories of it. I'm not too sure what this one is. Is this the Sega? No, that's not Sega. I don't know what this one is. Sorry if I don't know what that one is. I believe this is the PlayStation. One second. PS2. Yeah, this is the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 was a pretty good console as well. So far, we're on the B tiers at the moment, but hey, PS3, I had a lot of good memories saving with the Xbox. It was one of the first consoles first time I've ever played PlayStation exclusives. Like you had Uncharted, you had God of War, you had the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. You had a lot of good games. I remember playing the crap out of Ratchet Clank and Little Big Planet, grinding those, getting all the prizes and stuff like that. You know, I miss it, honestly. It was a good time to be alive, you know. The only problem I had with PlayStation is there was no party chat like the 360 had to offer, and also the controller was really bad. After I played a long time on the PS3, my fingers were hurt, and I was like, well, you know, yeah. That's how I feel about the PS3. I think overall it wasn't a bad console, but yeah. I don't think I've ever had this one. Nintendo Switch, I think, is goated. We're already going to put that one on high. Well, here's the thing. Nintendo Switch, almost every exclusive game they have was great. I never finished Zelda. I played at my friend's house, but it's great. Super Mario Odyssey, awesome. Luigi's Mansion 3, fun. And they're continuing to add more games. And also, I just like the idea behind the Switch where you can play as the Joy-Con controllers. You can take the controllers from the side and play it like that, or you can put it back on, play it as a little handheld device, or you can put it in a little box and connect it to the TV. There's like so many different ways you can play the Switch, and it's great. And Switch, like some people, it's still hard to find, you know. So, GameCube, I don't care no one says, it's an A-tier console. GameCube was absolutely awesome. Luigi's Mansion, like a Double Dash. What else did we have? Oh, Super Smash Bros. You had a lot of good games. Now the controller is kind of wonky. It didn't feel right. like when you held it in your hands, the buttons are a little too small, and like the back controller was a little bit thick. And that's the only thing I was a fan of, and also I wasn't a fan of how small the discs were. I wish they were bigger, could have been a DVD player, but that's just how I feel about it. But overall, I think the GameCube's underrated. I don't think it gets enough love. It's brought fond memories with me. I'll never forget any time I was playing the GameCube. It was never a bad time, it was always a good time. Hopefully one day I can do some GameCube recordings, some gameplay footage. I still need to get the AV wires and stuff for audio and video. So, yeah. I remember playing this one. I believe this was the Sega Genesis one. It was okay. I don't know too much about it. I just remember playing it one time. Like, okay, this is nice and all, but like, you know, I just didn't care. I guess that's probably what I was thinking when I first played it. But yeah, that's all I can say about it. Really, it's an okay console. This is one of the Nintendo. It's one of the Nintendo ones. I think it's a pretty good console. My friends had a bunch of these. I never had these. I never owned any of these, but I had. It was a good time. It was a good time. I wasn't a fan of the controller designs and how they felt. Oh wait, I know what this is. This is the 64, right? The Nintendo 64. Yeah. Never mind. Actually, that can go in A. Now that I think about it. My friend actually has one of these, and we played Super Mario 64. There's Super Mario Kart 64, and there's a bunch of other games on there that you could probably think of. This is definitely a good console, a pretty darn good console. I had a lot of good times, a lot of fun memories with these, and I'll never forget the time. The only thing is, I just don't like the way these controllers feel, and I don't like how like the analog stick is on the bottom and you have to touch that and you got to go around it. I don't think that's probably my least favorite part of it, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Now, the Super Nintendo is S. This is what saved video games back in the day. Now, I wasn't around back in the day, but I've heard many people say, like, you know, save video games. And I didn't own the console itself. I used to have a little Fire Stick, or it wasn't a Fire Stick. It was just this device somebody would fix for me and update so I can watch movies on there. But also, it came with the Super Nintendo stuff, and you got to plug it in. There was just little tiny ports in the box. You got to plug it in, and you get to play Super Nintendo games. And also, the thing about the Switch is you can play these games on there as well, and these games as well. So there was a lot of great games on there. Mario. You had some of the Zelda games on there. You had a lot of good games, and the controllers was pretty nice. I gotta say, it wasn't bad at all. It was nice. So, yeah. What is this one? Is this the Atari? Which one's the Atari? Is this one? Is this the Atari? It's okay. Nothing special, I would say. It's just, hey, it's an okay console. I mean, you had some cool games on there, some that just a mess for me. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's is this one of the Sega console games? I just never had it. I don't know what this is. This is the original PlayStation 1, and it's S tier. This is what got me to play any adventure superhero games, the PlayStation 1. Let's talk about the best game on there is Crash Bandicoot. Honestly, Crash Bandicoot is like one of my favorite games of all time. Top 10, that's kind of pushing it, but it is a fun game on PlayStation. You also had Metal Gear Solid. You also had nice sounds that either gave you nostalgic feelings or gave you nightmares, and I think it was great. I like PlayStation a lot. I think it's great. I don't know what this one is. I don't know. What is this? I'm sorry if there's a bunch of these that you guys know. I just don't know it. This is a Sega. I think it's pretty... No, I think it's awesome. No, it's pretty good. I didn't really play the Sega a lot, but I enjoyed I enjoyed some of the games on there had to offer. Like Sonic was obviously the biggest one, but you also had some of the Capcom games on there. It was a lot of great fun memories with these things. Like I said, I never owned these personally. My friend next door used to own almost all of these consoles, and I think it was pretty good. I didn't hate it at all. This is the Game Boy Advance. I had these. These are A2, baby. Come on now. You had a lot of good games on here. You had SpongeBob. I remember playing the SpongeBob game on there. Pokemon, I believe, was another game I played on the Game Boy, and I liked it a lot on the Game Boy. Heck, there's nothing bad to say about it. I didn't really play it a lot like these other ones on the list, but I definitely think it was great. That's all I can really say about it, really. I know I'm not saying a whole lot about these consoles, but I'm not really trying to spend a whole time on this video. I'm just trying to get hurry up. Oh, there's the PS Vita. I don't know why I'm noticing this now, but that's the PSP. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put PS Vita up there. I already have this. I already said what I had to say about it, but you know, Xbox One. You know, there's always the war of PS4 versus Xbox. Excuse me. I never get why there's always a war between these two. I mean, I like them both equally. There's no war between them. And we're talking about exclusives and all that. I think PlayStation is better than Xbox, but controller-wise, I think Xbox has a better controller than PlayStation. However, Xbox One, it's a pretty good console, I guess. Problem is, it's too big. It gets dusty real easily. It's real thick. It's really all I can. Yeah, and it also makes a lot of noise too, so it gets kind of annoying. So I think Xbox it's a pretty good console, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's the best. Alright, we're gonna have first console and trash. I remember my friend having one of these, and it's garbage. Absolutely garbage. It's not even fun. Luigi's Mansion did do a throwback on the Virtual Boy, calling it the Virtual Boo, which I thought was pretty cool, but, you know, it is what it is, right? That is PC. Good. I have a gaming PC, and it's awesome. You can do so much on there, like I'm doing right now. I'm recording, making a video, but you can also play different games. Now, I don't have a full-on PC. It's just a gaming PC, but I've had friends that own a PC, and it's an awesome console. There's nothing wrong to say. It's the best console there is, besides the Nintendo Switch. Wii U. It's okay. It's nothing special. Design's not bad. It didn't have a lot of offering besides Mario Maker and Mario Kart stuff. But you know, obviously that transformed onto the Switch, and I have the Switch, and I played those games on there. So yeah. And I meant to say Mario Kart 8, not Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS, but you know, yeah. Don't know what this is. Nintendo Switch. Oh, that's the Nintendo Switch. Gosh darn it. This is Nintendo 3DS. I think it's an A, honestly. The 3DS had a lot of good games, and honestly, I have the exact same one right here, the blue one. Later on, they started doing the XL stuff and the 2DS, and I think that was stupid. I think 3DS is fine. 3D is fun for a while. You get to play a game in 3D, and after a while, it just hurts your freaking eyes. But I had a lot of good fun memories with this thing. I remember playing the Meat Plaza one. I remember playing Mario Kart 7, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, New Super Mario Bros. 2 with the coins. It was fun. I like it a lot. It's probably the best DS to ever release, and it was the last one because obviously no one plays handheld devices anymore. I guess besides the Switch, but most people use the Switch on the TV. I think this is the color one of these consoles, and I guess it's slightly better since it's in color, but I didn't really play it a lot. I mean, I held it before, and it's fine. The Wii is goated. I don't care what none of you say. People's like, it did nothing for first-person shooters. Oh my god. Like, shut your mouth. The Wii was freaking awesome. You had the Wii Sports Resorts, the Wii Sports. You had the memes, the music, everything about the Wii is awesome. It was like the top tier consoles of the 2000s. It did a lot for me. I don't care what it did for you, but it did a lot for me. Mario Galaxy, Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Bros. Oh wait, Mario Kart Wii, Wii Play, Wii Party. Wii Music I really didn't like. It was probably my least favorite, but you know, I played all the Lego games, so the Wii's awesome. I mean, the way it works, you hold the controller in front of you, you have a little strap, pause, and you can bowl on the TV. I just like the way the Wii was, and it was fun for me. Like, 6-year-old me was appreciative of the Wii, you know? I liked it a lot. The PS4. And once again, I'm just going to put it right next to Xbox. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty good. There's nothing else to say about it. The exclusives were awesome. God of War, Uncharted 4, the other Uncharted game. There's a lot of exclusives on there I haven't played yet still. We have the 5 minutes of free security which you're playing right now. Make sure you watch that video, please. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about PlayStation 4. I don't like the controller design. I had to turn it off, but in the controller, there's a little like sound right here, and the sound of the game would come out of that controller, and I just think it sounded stupid. So, I'm glad they changed the back triggers to shoot instead of R1 and L1. That was probably my least favorite, also on PlayStation 3. But you know, 360 as an A. I had better memories on 360 than the PS3. Because most of my friends had PlayStation or Xboxes. A couple of my friends had PS3s, but not many. But the Xbox was great. The controller was better. You had Xbox Live, Halo Reach was a lot of fun. Here's a War I tried to get into. I couldn't get into it really, but I appreciate it for what it is. Yeah, I like the 360. I had a lot of great fun memories with these. Minecraft, when Minecraft was big at the time. It still is pretty big, but at the time it came out on 360, it was different. PlayStation 2 is an A tier. Once again, Crash Bandicoot, you had the great sounds, especially the Red Room. Like, if you put a unreadable disc, it was just so creepy. Like, it was unbelievably creepy. But yeah, I played GTA 3. I played the crap out of that one. I didn't even play the missions. I just dragged around beating people up and all that. And just because it was like so silly, the way people would fall over if you hit them with the bat, I just thought it was hilarious. Nintendo DS, A tier. I had a lot of good memories with the DS. DS was actually one of my first consoles I ever owned. I had some sports game. I don't know what it's called. I need to look it up, but I'll put it somewhere on the screen. That way you can see what I'm talking about. What else? You had Mario Bros, Mario Kart. I remember like during latchkey times at school, everyone had a DS, and if you didn't have the game, you got to play a Shy Guy, who's my favorite Mario character of all time. I don't care what you say, Mario Shy Guy is the GOAT. Then you had the camera settings. That was actually on the DSi. This is just the normal DS, but I think eventually you had one of those features on the DS. But yeah. Anyway, this is my tier list of video game consoles. We have the Switch, PC, and the Wii. S2, we have Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, A, we have GameCube, 64, Game Boy Advance, DS, Nintendo 3DS, 360, PS2, and Nintendo DS. Pretty good. We have PS Vita, original Xbox, PS3, Sega, PS Vita, Xbox 3, Xbox One, or PS4, and that's the game, the color Game Boy. I don't know. And we had this one. I forget what this one is called too. I think it's Atari, and then Wii U. And obviously, the worst console of all time is Virtual Boy. It's just stupid. It's just a waste of time. Waste of time. But anyway, if you enjoyed this tier list, make sure you punch the crap like button, punch into you like it. Subscribe if you haven't, and you want to join the iTunes family, chill with people live here. Make sure to comment down below if you guys want me to play a video game or react to another video. Click on the bell so you're notified when videos uploads. You count first, second, and third. And don't forget to share to any family friends that are also interested in content like this. This is iTunes Reaction signing off. Peace out.